जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरवरधारी जय गिरवरधारी यशोदानंदन गर्जन रंजन यशोदानंदन गर्जन रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय ओम विष्णु भारत परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सतः कृष्ण कृपामूर्ति अभय चनामन भक्तिदांत स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की राजक्रंद श्रीमद् भागवतम की समत भक्त वृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे और ग्लोरियस सिमल ड्यूटी। हरे कृष्णा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय Srimad Bhagvatam, Canto 5, Chapter 19, Text number 26. Yai Shraddhaya Bhagarsi Bhagaso Havir Niruptam Ishtam Vidimantra Vastu Eka Prathana Namabhir Ahuto Muda Granati Puranaha Swayam Ashisham Prabhu. Please chant. Yahi Shraddhaya Baharsi Bhagaso Havir. Niruptamishtam Vidhi Mantra Vastuta. Eka Pithame Vinamapu Ahuto Muda. Grinanti Purana Swayam Asitam Prabhu. Yai Shraddhaya Baharsi Bhagaso Havir. Niruptamishtam Vidhi Mantra Vastuta. Eka Prathanamabhir Ahuto Muda. Grinati Purna Swayam Ashisham Prabhu. Shraddhaya Baharsi Bhagaso Havir. Niruptamishtam Vidhi Mantra Vastuta. Eka Pratham Namabhir Ahuto Muda. Grinati Purna Swayam Asisham Prabhu. Ya, by whom the inhabitants of Bharatvarsha, Shraddhaya, faith and confidence, Baharsi, in the performance of Vedic ritualistic sacrifices, Bhagashaha, by division, Havihi, oblations, Niruptam, offered, Ishtam, to the desired deity, Vidhi, by the proper method, Mantra, by reciting mantras, Vastutaha, with the proper ingredients, Ekaha, that one Supreme Personality of Godhead, Prithaka, separate, Namabhi, by names, Ahutaha, called, Muda, with great happiness, Grinati, he accepts, Puranaha, the Supreme Lord, who is full in himself, Swayam, personally, Asisham, of all benedictions, Prabhu, the bestower. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. In India, Bharatvarsha, there are many worshippers of the demigods. The various officials appointed by the Supreme Lord, such as Indra, Chandra, Surya, all of whom are worshipped differently. The worshipper offers the demigod their oblations, considering the demigods part and parcel of the whole, the Supreme Lord. Therefore, the Supreme Personality of Godhead accepts these offerings and gradually raises the worshippers to the real standard of devotional service by fulfilling their desires and aspirations. Because the Lord is complete, He offers the worshipper the benediction they desire, even if they worship only the part of His transcendental body. Purport. In Bhagavad Gita 9.13, Lord Krishna says, Mahatmanas tumam partha daivam prakritim ashrita bhajante ananya manaso gnatva bhutadim avyayam. O son of Pritha, those who are not deluded, the great soul are under the protection of my divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. Mahatmas, advanced devotees, worship only the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Others, however, who are sometimes called Mahatmas, worship the Lord as Ekatvena Pritatvena. In other words, they accept the demigods as different parts of Krishna and worship them for various benedictions. Although the devotees of demigod thus achieve the desired results offered by Krishna, they have been described in Bhagavad Gita as Ritajnana, not very intelligent. Krishna does not desire to be worshipped indirectly through the different parts of his body. Krishna wants direct devotional worship. Therefore, a devotee who directly worships Lord Krishna through staunch devotional service, as recommended in Srimad Bhagvatam, Trivena Bhakti Yogena Yajate Purusham Param, is very quickly elevated to the transcendental position. Nevertheless, devotee who worship the demigods, the different parts of the Lord, receive the benediction, the desire, because the Lord is the original master of all benediction. If anyone wants a particular benediction for the Lord to award it, if anyone wants a particular benediction for the Lord to award it, it's not at all difficult. Okay, so Krishna in Sri Isha Upanishad it says that Om Purnam Ada Purnam Idam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnam Adaya Purnam Evi Vashyate. The Krishna is a complete whole. And so many complete units emanated from Krishna, but Krishna still remain a complete whole. So demigods and living beings are considered as a small dependent units. They are called asambhuti. They don't have their independent existence at all. They're emanating from Krishna, and Krishna is called Sambhuti because he is completely independent. So whatever oblations we are offering to demigod, it will ultimately go to Krishna. But Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Kamas taista ritajnana prapadyante anya devta. Those people whose intelligence is stolen by material desire, they worship demigod. They surrender to demigod because they are in illusion. And what they do? Tam tam niyamam astaya. Prakriti niyatasvaya. They develop their own method of worship, their own rules and regulations, and they try to worship Krishna and they try to worship demigod in that way. But this is a whimsical method of worship. They are not following the Vedas. Vedas is the authority because it has emanated from the Lord's mouth. So whatever is given in Vedas is already been experimented. We don't have to experiment for anything. Suppose a child wants to know about his father, he usually go to his mother to ask that who is my father, and mother gives him reply that okay, he is your father. So he doesn't then experiment it. He goes to different people and asks who is my father, who is. He accept the truth. So we have to accept it. And it is said that Shruti, Shmiti, Puran, Adi, Pancharatri, Vidim Vina, Aikantuki Harer Bhakti, Utpateya Kalpate. So worship a devotion service without reference to Vedas, Puranas and Pancharatra is just unnecessary disturbance to the society. Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, Yanti Deva Vritan Devan Pritin Yanti Pritivrata. That those who have worshipped to demigod, they will go to the abode of demigod. Those who worship me, Yanti Mad Yagnopi Mam, they will come to me. So what is the disadvantage of worshipping demigod? That once your pious work is over, Shinye Punye Mritya Lokam Vishanti. Once your pious work is over, Shinye Punye, your all pious work is over, Mritya Lokam Vishanti, you have to fall down again to the earthly planets. And then again that is Bahunam Janmanam Ante program, Jnanvam Prapadyante. It goes on and on and on. We cannot reach to Krishna. Ultimately everything goes to Krishna, but it's so long that perpetually we remain as an eternal, materially embodied soul. We are eternal spiritual entity, but it seems that we are eternally, materially embodied soul because of this Bahunam Janmanam Ante. So we have to follow the Vedas. And if we follow the Vedas, there is nothing lost in that. So people are usually attracted to the material things and therefore they want temporary benefits and therefore they devote themselves to the demigod worship. This is more prevalent in India and it is more confusing in India because I was asking Acharya that how many demigods and demigoddesses are in India. He told that nearly 36 million or 36 crores. So this conception is very hard in India to make people surrender to Krishna. That this is Krishna, he's a supreme Lord, you should surrender to it. When they ask him that, they say, no, why should we surrender? Because we are doing this worship of our demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Durga, which is not bad, it's a long program. And we are getting karma kandik, we are doing this karma kandik and gyan kandik activities. So we are getting result of this. We are getting best result. We are doing our karmanya deva vikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. And I am getting result. But they are not using the other line. Ma karma phala hetubu mate svangosta karmani. They use the two lines that okay, we are doing our karma, we are getting result and we are praying. Oh Durga Devi give me this and Durga Devi is giving us. So why should we go to Krishna? And but in US, Prabhupada, everything was like white slate. Prabhupada came and just gave Krishna and they accepted it because there was no conception of demigod. There was conception of Christianity because when they are all fed up of that thing. So there are only one or two things. But Prabhupada gave a clear-cut picture, Krishna, and they accepted it. And that's why they are more ahead compared to Indians in devotional service. But they don't know these people when doing the Jnana Kand or Karma Kandik activities to just achieve a temporary benefit, they're building a Karma Bandhana. They're just trying to attach themselves to the more Karma Bandhan. And these people are called Atmaha, killer of soul, because they do not know the actual worship. Everyone knows this thing. In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, it is said that Atahasya Krishna Namadi na bhaved grahen indriya sevana mukhu jivadu swayam eva spurtiyada. Means that Krishna cannot be understood by any sense gratificatory activities, by senses. He can only be understood by devotional service, by engaging the senses in the service. And Krishna says that Vishaya Vinay Vartante Nirahasya Dehina Rasa Varjam Rasopi Asya Param Dishta Nivartate. So what is that? How to get a higher taste? This Jnana Kandik and through these Karma Kandik activities, worshipping demigod, they try to make the people forcefully restrain their senses. But it is just like an artificial vacuum, it will explode one day. But by engaging the senses in higher loving service to Krishna in a devotional service, that's how your senses will be totally engaged for the higher cause. And there is no reason for getting back out in the Maya. So that is how Rasa Varjam Rasopi Asya Param Dishtva Nivardate. You can get a higher taste. And those people are like a Vyavasai Atmika Buddhir, Eka Kuru Nandana. Their aim is one. They are resolute in the determination that I want Krishna. I don't want anything. And if your aim is like this, that I want Krishna, nobody can hold you back. But it should be in your own personal will, own desire that what you want. And these people are, those who are worshipping Krishna, they are like Mahatmanas tu mam partha, Devam Prakriti Ashrita. They are under the internal potency of Krishna. They are never deluded in their worship. They are firm. Whatever happens, I will do this. At the same time, Krishna does not expose himself to Naradhama and Mudhas. Naham Prakash Sarvasa. Namam Dushkito no Mudha Prapadyante Naradhama. And who are this Naradhama? The modern civilization and modern education. This modern education generally increases the anxiety and stress in the mind of people, the students. Students are so much overloaded with the assignment and all that things that they usually do smoking, intoxication, illicit sex. We have often seen this thing. We often usually go to the book distribution in the school and we try to stop the student. Sir, can you just stop for a while? I don't have time. Why are you running for, sir? I don't know. I got my classes. They don't know what they're doing. Somehow, fortunately, someone stopped because Krishna says that Matta Smitir Jnanam Apohanam Cha. So that person gets Smritir from Krishna that please stop. He's for your own goodwill. He's stopping you because it's for your own goodwill and he stops. So we ask them question, sir, we just for the flow of the communication we ask them question. One of the question we asked, sir, what's your major? And they said, psychology, philosophy in combination with music. And we said, inside we said, Mudha. But we have to say, sir, you are very brilliant. You got very smart brain and you should read this book. And oh yeah, I'm smart. So give donation, and then they give donations. See, this is the world. We cannot even say honestly that, sir, you are a rascal, you are in anxiety, you are just passing stool. And that too in anxiety. That too in anxiety, they can't even pass the stool properly. What kind of life they are living? And I got my personal example. I was in a UW Madison School of Pharmacy. Most of the people know this. It is one of the top school in a pharmacy ranking among the US schools. And the students over there are very puffed up, very puffed up. The students consider themselves like, boy consider themselves the king and the Matajis consider themselves the queen. And usually Mataji wears half skirts, half mini skirts to make them look more attractive. Even if it is snowing outside, they don't care for the snow. I should look like I'm being a pharmacist. I should be attractive to the boys over here. And everything was so attractive over there, that classrooms, the lecture theaters, that presentation, everything was so beautiful that the person sitting right, and what happened? The Mataji, in India there is a rule, boys sit with the boy, girls sit with the girl. But here, Mataji sit deliberately with that boy. And the boy consider himself an Indra, with a cup of coffee in the hand, and half naked Mataji side by, and they go, oh, she's a Menka, I'm everything. And he tried to concentrate on the lecture, but unfortunately that bewildered soul cannot get any concentration. So if he's not getting anything from the lecture, how can he be a responsible pharmacist? Pharmacist is the job to save the life of people. But he is only as a Yoshit Krida Mrigeshu. He's a play doll in the hand of women. So if he is not saved, how he is going to save other people? So first thing is that we should save ourselves. And that's how we can understand the God. Otherwise, this civilization is so destructive that they will always make you forget what to worship about demigod. They will make you forget about worshipping anything. Other thing I have seen when I was in school, that when they go for this is a very difficult thing I have seen. When they go for the nature call. In India, when they go out of the class, they usually say, sir, can I go to toilet or washroom? Here there is no rule like that. If they feel they want to go, they come back, complete the duty, nature call, they come back, wipe their back with the tissue paper, they come back and sit in the class. As if nothing has happened. Nothing has happened, they sit like this, and I'm just looking at them. Sir, you are Mahamuchi. You are Mahamuchi, you have to take a bath. You cannot enter classroom. How will you get a knowledge if you're not clean? This is not a Gurukul training. The Gurukul system should be designed in such a way that the person should be a perfect gentleman. And here, the education system is making us to forget we are not even at the human platform. So, if we are not at human platform, how we can understand God is beyond everything. So first thing, we have to come at human platform to understand this fact. Unfortunately, the fact is that the Indians who comes over here, they are more puffed up compared to the Americans. Americans have been trained to live this life, sense gratificatory. They don't know anything about the simple living and high thinking formula. But poor Indians, they try to imitate this American, but they fail. They fail. They try to do the sense gratificatory activities like American, but they can't do this. There is a personal example. When we go to the music festival, oh my goodness. Is any Indian sitting over here aware or know this music festival like Electric Forest or Bonnaroo? Sir, if you really want to see the pinnacle, the topmost extent of sense gratification, the maximum dose of sense gratification, you should go over there. And believe me, if any Indian go over there for the first time, he will die. He will die. You cannot see the extent of sense gratification going over there. What we can see over there is just music, sex and drugs. Music? What kind of music? Not a simple like it's just like it shake you. It shake you. It's just very high intensity music that can break your eardrums. If you cannot withstand that pressure, it can break your eardrums. But these people with a high overdose of drugs, they stand right in front of the speaker. That's their sense gratification, Prabhus. And poor Indians, they try to sing English songs. Come on, you can't do this, Prabhu, come down. They have to accept the truth. The sense gratificatory activity are not meant for them. They do open sex in that music festival. They do open drugs. Then lightnings, they're not normal lightnings. When the light flash, the great hippies lightning. When the light flash green, blue, orange, you can only see the green faces and blue faces. I was doing the books in the evening time once and I was scared. They can kill me, I thought. It was so dangerous, I can die, they can kill me. I should run from here. I ran. Prabhu, it's very dangerous to behave like this, to do like this. And drug overdose, I got a personal example that last year we went to some forest festival and there was one guy was, they were the mobile toilet, they were the mobile toilets over there. And he went to the toilet and he was there for 1 hour. He didn't came out. So people opened the door and he was died. He was dead. And he died because he had an overdose of drug. So this is a kind of sense gratification they are doing, that they can face a death even. Now ask Indian, are you willing to do that? They cannot even do a small thing. How can they do this sense gratification? They're trying to imitate these people. So it is in the blood of Americans to do this thing. Yeah, it is in the blood of American to do this thing. This is nothing wrong. They have been trained like this thing. Similarly, Indians have been trained to do the devotional service. That's nothing but in the wrong way, that too in a wrong way. They're not been trained in the right way. But they have been trained in certain things and nobody can change their nature. For example, if the American is coming to India and he try to imitate Indian, he cannot do that. Because it is initially he required training. That okay, we have to eat with the hand, we have to wash our back with the water. He has not been trained like that way. You don't have to hear this music. So training, everyone has got his own natural inclination. So imitation is worthless. If you really want to understand who is God, what is the position of mind, imitation is worthless. You have to be in a natural position. Similarly, Indians are naturally inclined for the devotional service, but they are not pure people. Somewhat twisting is required in them. What is the kind of twisting? They are following the natural rules and regulation of this natural rules and regulation for a long time, but they never ask themselves a question. Is I'm getting a real good taste in this thing? Never. My parents, my own family was doing this puja. They do 24 hours of service every day. But they are doing the rituals. They never ask themselves a question, why I'm not getting a taste? And even if we try to say them that, are you getting taste? Don't tell us. We are doing right. So this is the thing. We have to give them a little bit twist. For example, Vyasdev, he compiled the whole Vedanta Sutra, but he was not getting enough taste. So he asked his spiritual master, Narad Muni, that, my dear sir, my spiritual master, I am not getting any taste. What is wrong in this? And then Narad Muni told him that because you have missed the point of surrender to Krishna, you will never get a taste of devotional service. So the real point is surrendance to Krishna. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that Sarva Dharma Parityaj. It's very simple, everyone knows this. But what is the essence of this? Mamam Ekshram Raja, Aham Tarva Sarva Papebhyo, Moksha Swami Ma Sucha. This one single verse can make us Krishna conscious. Ma Sucha. Don't fear. Is anyone telling you don't fear? In a correct sense, Krishna himself is telling, don't fear, I am telling you. Don't fear. Why do you have to fear? You have to just surrender to him. And we cannot do even that thing. Man mana mad bhakto madhyajimam namaskuru. He said, just remember and worship me, offer homage to me. But we cannot even do that. Arjuna, how we can surrender? Arjuna, when he approached Krishna, he saw that karpanya doshopahatas svabhava. Prachammitvam dharma samutta cheta. Yat shreyasyan nischitam bruhitan me shishyasya mam svadimam tam prapanna. I am confused, I am foolish, I lost my intelligence, I don't know anything, I am surrendering to you. Now you guide me, Krishna. This is a way to surrender. And when spiritual master sees a surrender, he says, Krishna says, Sa evam maya tedva prokta yoga prokta puratana bhakto si me sakha cheti. Since you are my devotee and you are my friend, you can understand this transcendental science. So unless we are surrender, unless we are coming to the platform that we are foolish, we don't know anything, we are doing these activities for so many long time, and still we are not in the platform of a human to realize, understand Krishna, and surrender faithfully to Guru, then Guru will give you knowledge. We don't have to worry for anything. We have to just dance and eat prasad. Everything will come automatically. But the faith is that surrenderance. Krishna says in Bhagavatam, Tyaktva sadharmam charanam bhujam harim bhajanam apako thapatet tato yadi yatra ka babadram abud amusakim ko varta bhajato bhajanam swadharmata. That a person take a Krishna conscious activity, giving up his all occupational duties, and fall down because of his immaturity. There is no loss in him. He is not losing anything. But what is a gain if the person do all his duty, prescribed duty perfectly? There is nothing, no gain, but he is not worshipping Krishna. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Ahabato swapacho to garyanya jivagre vartat namatubhyam. Tepus tapus juhur snasnur aryan name grananti yete. Something like that. That even if the person is born in the family of dog eater, Chandala, if he is worshipping Krishna, if he is chanting the holy name of Krishna, he is to be considered as a person who is situated on the level, topmost level of self-realization. So, to worship Krishna, we don't require any qualities. We know how is our background. I know, in fact, what was my background. So, we have to be non-duplicitous and just surrender to Krishna the way we are. And Krishna will take care of everything. But the problem is that how to say someone to surrender. Let's say if we go to Indian and we say that, okay, sir, surrender to Krishna. They said, oh no, Prabhu, we have got a gray hair. We know everything, what we want to do. You can tell us anything. We know what we are doing. So this is a problem. We cannot say anyone to surrender. I got my practical example. My Guru Maharaj say this example every time. One old guy in India, 65 years, he was taking initiation. He was not taking sannyas also. He was taking formal initiation. And everyone was crying in the family. And when we asked why we are crying, why they are crying, they said that it is not his age to take initiation. It is not his age, not his sannyas. He was not taking sannyas also. He was taking formal initiation, first initiation. So this is the point. But the same time, Prahlad Maharaj says in Bhagavatam that Kaumaram acharet prajano dharmam bhagavata iya durlabha manushya janma tad api adruvam arthadam. That this human form of life is very rare. It is temporary, but it is full of meaning. So everyone should take this this knowledge of Bhagavatam from very childhood. Kaumaram, before the age of 10, maybe at the age of 5. And that's why, because of this thing, we don't have to be at the age of 50 or 60 to lament for this thing. He was lamenting at the age of 5 that matirna krishne parata svatova mitho abhipadyat grihavartanam adanta gobir vishatam tamishram puna chavita chavarnanam. That these people doesn't know their own nate vidu swartha gatim Vishnu. The material is not being fixed to Krishna. They don't know their own self-interest. How we should do? They are too much attached to the material sense gratification. They are going to the hellish planet of Tamishra. And they are chewing what is already been chewed. So, we have to understand this thing, that we are already chewing what has been chewed. We need to get out of this thing. And if we are getting out, we are intelligent. Otherwise, we are doing the same. So, the subject matter is that human form of life is a life of responsibility. It comes after 8,400,000 species revolution. And if we are not using this life to understand Krishna, then we're wasting another form of life. We are wasting the time of and we are wasting the time of other people also, as Luke told me. Rishabdev, he told his son that Nayam Deho Deha Bhajanam Narloke Kastan Kaman Arth Vidbhujamte Tapo Divyam Putra Kina Satvam Shuddhyat Yasmat Brahma Sukhyaptam Anantam. My dear Lord, in this human form of life, you don't have to work hard like dog and asses for just a sense gratification. Because this sense gratification is also available for the stool eaters like hogs. They enjoy sex, they eat. They eat their own food. We eat our own food. In fact, this human form of life should be used for getting the higher pleasure, higher transcendental bliss. And what is that? By doing austerity, by doing penances, by serving Krishna. And even if you have material desire, why don't we go to Krishna? Because Krishna can fulfill anything. We don't have to go anywhere. Akama sarva kamo va moksha kama udardiya trivena bhakti yogena yajate purusham param. Even if you have desire, even if you don't have desire, even if you're seeking for liberation, go to Krishna faithfully. Dhruv Maharaj, he was having so many material desire. He went to forest. It big a big austerity. You can't even think of that austerity. And after 5 months, within 5 months, he got Krishna at the age of 3, he got Krishna. So we don't have to get Krishna at the age of 60. We can get at the age of 5 also. It's depend upon the surrenderance. In fact, it's also applied to me. But the thing is that when he got Krishna, he told that Swamin Krito Arthi Asmin Varam Nayache. Swamin Krito Asmin Varam Nayache means I don't want anything now. I'm attached to your devotion service and I don't want any sense gratificant activity with the pieces of glasses. So this is the mood of a devotee. This is let's say it's a child, he wants to eat a candy. So, and he start imitating, he start crying in front of his mother so that his mother doesn't snatch away the candy. But mother knows that he is crying in imitating way. So, in spite of his crying, mother snatch away the candy, And this is for the own benefit of the child. Similarly, when we come to Krishna, we come and we pray and we cry sometimes like Krishna, I'm surrendered to you, I'm given everything to you. But Krishna knows what is there behind the back. And Krishna said that I want that. So for example, when Sudama went to Krishna, he was hiding this cheap rice. But Krishna forcefully took away. Similarly, Krishna will forcefully took that attachment. And will make us akinchana gochara. And then we'll not cry crocodile tears. We'll try, Krishna, I don't have anything now. And then Krishna will say, okay, now I am there with you. So that is the way we can approach the Krishna, and Krishna accepts us like that way. So conclusion is that Yashati Bhaktir Bhagvati Akinchana Sarve Gunes Tatra Samasta Sura. That whoever is worshipping Krishna, considering him as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as a Lord, all his followers, all the demigods, and all the good qualities will automatically reveal in him. But how about Abhaktasya? Harva Abhaktasya Kuto Mahad Guna. The person who is always engaged in serving the external energy of Krishna, how can that person have good qualities? He can never have any good qualities. For example, we can take the example of Kolavechara Sridhar. Kolavechara Sridhar was not highly educated. He was not even educated. He was selling banana leaf. And he was giving half income to the worship of Ganges. But Krishna was satisfied with the service. How about Srivas Thakur? He was having a big family. And he was not earning anything. He was just doing devotional service. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him one day, what are you doing? Why are you not earning? So he just clapped 3 times. And Mahaprabhu told that, give me an answer why you are clapping for 3 times. He again clapped for 3 times. Mahaprabhu said, don't make it difficult for me. Just tell me why you are clapping for 3 times. I will wait for 1 day. I'll wait for 2nd day. I'll wait for 3rd day. And 4th day, I will drown in Ganges along with my family if I don't have food. Then Mahaprabhu told that, no, the day will never come in your family that you will not have food. In fact, Lakshmiji someday might have to go somewhere to ask for the food or something. But in your family, I will personally take care. Anana chintayanto mam ye janaha parupasate tesham nityabhiptanam yogakshamamyam. When Krishna giving us full guarantee that if you do worship to me, I will take care of what you have and I will give you what you lack. Who is giving this guarantee? Any bank? Any insurance company? In fact, if you put the money in the bank, if you don't have enough balance, they take money from you. Have you seen that? If you don't have enough balance, they will take money from you. I have experienced. So who is giving you this guarantee that Ananya Chintayantamam Ye Jana Parupasate Tesham Nityabhuktanam Yogakshema? This one verse can make you Krishna conscious, Prabhus. Who is giving, even you are not our parent. My parents have said that why you are there crying in the day of initiation. I told them, Papa, are you going to be with me your whole life, giving me everything? No. Krishna tell this in Bhagavad Gita, I will take care of you. When this guarantee is there, then if we are not surrendering, that is our own anarthas and own karmas and own foolishness. We can go and preach with this one verse to everyone that see Krishna is telling you this thing. And if Krishna doesn't keep the promise, Kaunte prati janati name bhakta pranashati. Then Krishna is telling, boldly declare it, Arjuna, my devotee never vanquish. This is enough. Who will tell you this thing? Kaunte, my devotee will never vanquish. So much of guarantee is giving, right? And even if we are not surrendering, then it is our own karma or own foolishness. So, on the other hand, today's modern professors and educators, they're trying to be Yad yad acharati shrestha tat tad eva taraguna jana. That whatever the action great men perform, the common people try to follow. And they're trying to set the example by being a good researchers and scientists. But are they setting the good example? Who is a good example? Who can control their senses and who can guide other to control their senses also. But our professor, they depend upon the wine, they depend upon sex, they depend upon cigarettes, and then they claim that they are doing a big research. So if they themselves are not saved, how they are going to save the other people? Guru word is not a simple word. To be a professor, to be a guru is not a simple. Guru na sasyat, swajano na sasyat, pita na sasyat, janani na sasyat. Daivam na tasyan, na patit tasyan, no mochayad ye samupritya mrityum. That guru is not guru, that father is not father, that mother is not mother, that demigod is not demigod, that relatives are not relatives, that cannot make you out from the clutches of birth and death. So no one can claim themselves to be a real guru unless they are at the platform to make themselves out and make you out. And no one should go there. No sane person should go there and surrender to those rascal gurus. So we have to understand the mood of our guru, mood of our spiritual master. Srila Prabhupada, he came to America at the age of 70, leaving everything from Vrindavan, just for the sake of the people, facing 2 heart attacks. Are we remembering this thing every day? Prabhupada faced 2 heart attacks in the ship. He came over here to give Krishna consciousness to us. Are we remembering this thing? Are we remembering what kind of load our spiritual masters are taking? They're traveling at the age of 60, 67. They can't even speak properly sometimes. They are so tired. Are we remembering their contribution to the society? If we are not, then we are lacking. If we are not, then there is no reason for staying in this ashram. Every day, every second, we have to remember this thing. That why we are over here. In fact, I believe that we are totally indebted to a spiritual master. Devarshi Bhutapta Nindam Pitranam, Na Kinkaro Nayam Riniche Rajan. We are so much indebted and we cannot remove the debt. Even if we are thinking to remove the debt, I think we have heard in Bhagvatam, it's a joke. We cannot remove the debt. Only thing we can do, we can sincerely try to help them in the service. Now how? We have to squeeze ourselves. Honestly, we have to squeeze ourselves. That doesn't mean that we have to do a big thing. Squirrel was helping Lord Rama to build the bridge. And at the same time, monkeys were also helping. Hanuman was also helping. But squirrel was doing according to his own ability and monkey was doing according to his own ability. So we don't require to do big thing. That was a question, Prabhu. We don't require to do big thing. Whatever we are doing. Krishna is seeing our sincerity. Our spiritual master is seeing our sincerity. Yascha deve para bhakti, yatha deve tatha guru. He knows everything. So he will give you the intelligence. If you are doing sincerely, he will guide you. No, knowledge will come automatically to you. How I should do, what I should do, how I can spread Krishna consciousness, how I can be instrument to my guru. Guru is not a small thing. Krishna says that Jiva Jago, Gora Chandra Bole, Kota Nindra Jao Maya Pishachiya Koi. That how much long we want to sleep in the lap of ugly witch Maya. Maya in the name of girl, Mataji's, Maya in the name of money, Maya in the name of subtle fame, reputation, distinguishing. We try to differentiate ourselves from other people. I am something. Maya play a different role, but how much long we want to stay in the lap of Maya? Okay, we have to be exemplary by doing the activity, by contributing the spiritual master. And once you do this, the fame and everything will come to you automatically. But we don't want that. If the fame will, like Vasudev Vipra was leper. He was leper, and because of his service, he was such a honest devotee. When the worms fall down, he used to keep the worms again in his hand, so that he can remember Krishna. But then Mahaprabhu touched him and make him a beautiful person. So it was the Mahaprabhu, what are you doing? You are making me beautiful. Now I will not remember you. I will forget you. So make me again leper, so that I can remember to every moment. That is the position. So what should be the mood of the ashram devotees? This point comes, cooperation. working in unity. We are not over here to compete with each other. We are not over here to show our abilities. We know that why we are over here. If we are over great, then we should be in Golok Vrindavan. We are struggling, at the same time others are struggling. So we should not develop that competitive attitude that I am great, I am studying Shastra, I know all the Shastras. Okay, Prabhu, if you know Shastra, please tell me what is my duty. Go to the Prabhu, sincerely ask him, Prabhu, please tell me what is my duty. I lost my duty. I lost all my composure. Please tell me how I should serve. Because if we try to be competitive, then we will break ourselves. We have to be united. If there is one stick, if we go outside to preach the people, that Muda will break you. They will kill you. But if we go with the full strength, that doesn't mean we have to go alone with the 4 or 5 people on the street. No, we can go alone with all the blessings of Vaishnavas over here. When the blessings are there, you can go alone and fight with all the people over there and spread Krishna consciousness. That is a mood. So we have to understand the mood that we should not be competitive, we should help each other, and we should be able to fight with these strong Mayavi people, make them convince the real purpose of the life. That is the whole purpose behind this thing. And Mahaprabhu told that this name of Krishna will be spread everywhere. Everywhere, Nagar Adi Grame, this name will spread everywhere, whether you do or not. Mahaprabhu predicted it. The sandwich is ready. So when Mahaprabhu told that this has been happening, this is going to happen, but we have to be an instrument. But we cannot be even a simple instrument also. We cannot be even a simple instrument. Let's say someone says you, I'm going to pay, even if you do work or not, I'm going to pay $100,000 every month. You have to do only this thing. And if you don't do that, then that is your own anartha. Mahaprabhu told that you have to go outside, stand and preach. Say everyone to chant. Kibe Vipra, Kibe Sannyasi, Shudra Kena Naya. Who is Brahman? Who is Shudra? Who is Sannyasi? No one. Person who knows the science of Krishna, that is real Guru. Anyone can become Guru. Prabhupada told that anyone can become Guru. Just go and say, humbly, beg, what person is saying in front of you when you come and go and preach them, your humbleness, your sincerity and your willingness, your determination that Prabhu, you are wrong. They can see your eyes and they can feel that what I am doing is wrong. That's your confidence. When you stand in front of them, Prabhu, please take the book. It will save you. It has saved me. They will take it book, honestly. People are taking Bhagavad Gita paperback in this world of computer internets. It's not a small thing, Prabhu. Everything has been declared by Mahaprabhu. This will go, it is going, we have to be instrument. And if we are not doing that thing, then we are lacking something. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, thank you for your class. So I wonder if you could share some tips on this point you were making about how Krishna has given this guarantee that whatever you're lacking, I will give you, and whatever you already have, I'll preserve. So we don't have to be concerned about our we don't have to be concerned. Krishna has already given the guarantee. So can you maybe speak a little bit more about how we can get that feeling within us?
Krishna gives this feeling automatically once you are sincere, not expecting any kind of honor or respect. You don't have to look at other people, what other people are doing. What is your relationship with your Guru? What is your relationship with your authority? And what service you have been assigned? For example, when I started my book distribution, an instruction come from any side. Who told me to do book distribution? Not my Guru. Somebody told me. In fact, you told me. And I started. I was not knowing what is the will of my Guru. I started doing the books. It was just for the gas, right? I started doing the books. I was doing for my own profit. But the day came, by the association, the day came that I can't live without books. And we can feel the mercy flowing when you do this thing. And we can feel so fearless when we work for the mission of our Guru that nothing can harm you. You stay stable in whatever circumstances come, you just stay stable. So that is a recipe of being a fearless. That work for the mission without thinking, without expecting anything from our Vaishnavas, but trying to give them the most. Don't expect because I have done this thing, he should do that thing. No. How I can serve him best. Because nobody wants to react badly with anyone. It is a false ego. Among all the layers, false ego is a very subtle. So everyone has a soul, and soul is connected to Krishna. So everyone is hankering for Krishna. So how you can help that person to revive his consciousness? And by that, you're not being a professor or instructor to them. You're helping him because you want to purify yourself. We are floating in the same boat. So we want to purify. And by doing this thing, the fearless and dhairya and determination and enthusiasm come automatically. That Krishna will take care of you. But we have to be sincere servant. Very sincere, like no matter what happened. These devotees are really, even the mind says you, see this Prabhu is sitting like this. He should not sit like this. No, whatever. Mind is like this. He finds so many fault in so many things, small things. But whatever happened, accept yourself as the most lowest person who is over here for only one resolute determination to serve the mission of your Guru. Look in the broad sense. When the salt is in the glass cup of water, the water become too salty. But when you become ocean and when you drop a salt over there, there is no saltiness over there. So become broad and you can see that Krishna is flowing so much of mercy in you. You can feel this. And then you laugh. When the mind you think at you, oh this will happen, you will laugh. Shut up. Sorry if I ask. Okay. You got an answer? I was on the point.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You were mentioning we should be wary of, in the language of Prabhupada, bogus gurus, false authorities. I was just wondering, but then on the other side you mentioned this shloka from Mahaprabhu that, anyone who knows the science of Krishna, he can be guru also.
Yes, Prabhu.
So I was just wondering, could you share with us some practical points how to recognize actual authority, someone who is qualified and who we can go to for shelter?
Shruti Smriti Puranadi Pancharate Vidhim Vina. Aikanto ki Harir Bhakti Utpate na Kalpate. Anyone who is spreading the message against Krishna, we should not follow that person. We should not follow that person. We are, by the luck, Prabhu, Brahmanda Brahmite Kono Bhagyavan Jeev, Guru Krishna Prasade Paye Bhakti Lata Bij. We don't know how much fortunate we are. We don't know how much cycle we have been in different species. Worm, a stool in the worm sometime, Brahmi, sometime demigod. So many things we have passed. But we are taking as a granted. We are staying in the temple, seeing every day Kishora Kishori, his lotus feet. We take it as a granted. Can you believe even Brahmaji, if he want to see Krishna's lotus feet, he can see, he has to go to Shwet Deepa and he have to meditate on Krishna. But Krishna is standing right in front of us. We are seeing daily his lotus feet. Who is more fortunate? We are more fortunate than Brahma. Have you ever contemplated that thing? And why? Why we are fortunate? Because we have followed our authorities. So, if we are a rascal and if we are unintelligent, we should listen to the other people and go over there. And if you are going over there, we are missing a great opportunity to serve Krishna, to serve this mission, to serve Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada that came over here at the age of 70, he was doing this thing with the 40 rupees. 40 rupees means $5. With the $5 he came over here. And we have seen this practically, that he has built the whole empire where everyone can stay. Who can do this? Krishna and the representative. So when we are seeing practically that this is happening, Krishna is doing everything, and we are seeing in our personal life that when we are following this process, we are getting cleansed. We are not attracted to sex desire now. Yam maithunadi grahamedi sukham itucham. We feel that it is tuch. It is abundant for us. Yada avadi mama cheta Krishna padarvinde. You know this, right? नवा नवा रसाधाम ने उदतुम रंतुम असिद तव अवधि बतानारी सांगमे सरियामने भौतु विखारुण सुष्टु निस्वास्तनम च. Yamunacharya is praying, since my mind is engaged in a service of the lotus feet of Lord and I'm engaging the ever new transcendental pleasure, whenever I think of the sex life with a woman, my face turns away from it and I spit at the thought. We can see this. This is happening in our life. We are struggling, but we are trying to do this. Who can do this? Srila Prabhupada, no one else. So bogus gurus, they are pseudo. They, for their own material gain, they try to preach their own philosophy. They don't understand the importance of bona fide disciplic succession. Krishna, Brahma, Narad, Vyas, Madhav, Narhari, Padmanabh, Madhava, Akshobha, Jayatirtha, Janasindhu, Dayanidhi, Vidyanidhi, Rajendra, Jayadama, Purushottama, Brahmatita, Vyasitha, Lakshmipati, Madhavendra Puri. They are not understanding who is Madhavendra Puri. How, when we read the teachings of Madhavendra Puri, we understand who is Madhavendra Puri. So we know all these things. We know Rupa Goswami, we know Sanatana Goswami. When we read Nectar of Instruction, how we control our senses, Vacho Vega Manasa, what are the ways we can control our senses? What are the 6 things which is good for devotional service? What are the 6 things not good for devotional service? What is Hare Krishna? Sweet like a sugar candy. Everything is given to us. And if we understand these books, we'll never go outside. And if we are going outside, it's not because of us. It's temporary. The person will come back. But he is so much advanced in devotional service. Chandramouli Maharaj was telling to Acharya Nishta and me, particularly to Acharya, that now you are doing good, Maya will attack you. Any form Maya will come to you, be stable. So the person who is doing really good in Krishna consciousness, Maya will test every time, a new step. And Maya's work is to taste you, that make you out of Krishna. Because she doesn't want that this person should pass these 7 layers and go back to Golok Vrindavana, where there is an eternal happiness. When Gopakumara was going to even Golok Vrindavana, he was passing through 7 layers. He was being tested by personally Maya Devi. He was going to Golokwa. Even though he was going to Golok, he was tested by Maya Devi. So we will be tested every time by the wrong philosophy, wrong concept, wrong Matajis. Everything will come to us. But we know what we are doing because the scriptures are there with. Scriptures are our basis. And our authorities are our basis. Nityanand Pram Prabhu. We can take guidance from him. Jai Jag. Where we want to go? Jai Jagannath is over here. Am I answering your question properly? Prabhuji? No?
That was very nice. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. In the early stages of devotional service, how does one get to a level of surrender when they're just beginning? I mean, in
Faith.
the 9 stages.
Faith. Arjuna told to Krishna, Karpane doso pata svaha, prachamitam dharma samuta cheta. I am now fool. You have to understand that we are fool. We have to give up a false ego, Prabhu. Believe me, we have to give up our false ego. We are not over here to lord it over anyone. When devotee is hugging us, he is trying to please you, that means he is showing mercy. Accept that mercy. Who is getting that mercy? Go in the material world. Who is going to hug you? You have to pay to prostitute $50 and then she will hug you. Or you have to pay something to your girlfriend and then she will hug you. Who is hugging you freely with a full heart? Accept that hug. And that is mercy. Acharya Nishta was telling that devotees are open. Take mercy. Now it is your will. If you want to take, you can take it. So surrenderance, faith that these people will save me. These people can only save me. I have tried millions of times outside doing my own routines, but I am failing. And now I am over here. And if I want to same thing, the material thing over here, then I am rascal. If you want to do, go outside and do it. If you want to do this material thing, please Prabhus, go outside and compete with the outside world. Don't compete with the person who is already struggling. First we have to understand that we are struggling and we have to help each other. And there is nothing wrong taking help. In fact, once we take help, we become more strong. So now everything is open. If you want to take help, you can take help. If you want to think and your own ways, you think your own ways and fall down again and then again cry, like imitation crying. Oh, mummy, I don't want to take chocolate. I don't want to give you chocolate. I will not eat. Mummy, take. Oh, I know you are hiding. She takes it. Krishna knows what you are hiding. And devotees knows what you are doing, but they are so humble and sober. They don't want to tell you in front of face, but they know how to guide you. So once you open yourself, that doesn't mean you have to open yourself to everyone. Open yourself to the person whom you have faith. The word. Open yourself, and that person will guide you. Honestly will guide you because he doesn't have self-interest. The only self-interest devotee has got how to make the soul out of these clutches of Maya. Because he himself is struggling. He knows that how I should get him out and how I should get out. So take help from devotee. Help. Give false ego. Have full faith in the process. If you don't trust even these people, trust Prabhupada. Trust your own Guru Maharaj. And see the activities. He was telling me, just try to mentally mental remember, meditate on the activities your Guru Maharaj is doing. Srila Prabhupada has done. Prabhu at the age of 70, he was walking, he was running from one place to other place. He was waking whole night to read Srimad Bhagvatam. What Srimad Bhagvatam, right, we are studying over here is because of Srila Prabhupada. If you don't have this Srimad Bhagvatam, how even Indian could understand Srila Prabhupada? We are understanding Srila Prabhupada because we came over here. And Srila Prabhupada came over here. So, sometimes when we are feeling that we don't have faith, then we have to understand that I'm lacking. I'm lacking and I have to more surrender and cry. Cry sincerely that Prabhu, I am rascal. Me too. I'm also crying every day. That Prabhu, I am rascal. I'm not getting faith. And then devotee who has got the bhakti, the Vraja bhakti or something, anything, they will guide you. They will help you. They are your friends. Jai Jagannath Prabhu. 24 hours, non-stop he's speaking. No, can you believe it? Non-stop speaking for 24 hours. Have you seen anything anytime he doesn't speak? Why he's doing? He's at very high platform. He knows how to train you. So am I answering your question? Faith, giving a false ego, and surrenderance.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Determination and enthusiasm. Prabhu, believe me, you are very determined. Your chanting, have you seen his chanting? His chanting is so paka. And I've seen today you are chanting, you are just hearing the tape from Srila Prabhupada also, right? Same time Prabhupada chanting. Your chanting is really good, Prabhu. The only thing little twisting required is you're perfect. In all of us, what little twisting requires is surrenderance to the devotees. And devotees are very honest and open. They will help you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna. Thank you. Any comments? Any comments from Prabhu? Any comments? Any chastisement? You are always kind. Nice, Prabhu. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Thank you. This your first? Yeah. We should do this. No, no, it's okay. Thank you. Thank you.